Before even getting into the lore, can I just say that she's so fun to play? A fast character who glides around the ground at ridiculous speeds, can combo like crazy, and somehow still doesn't feel super squishy. This is Lilica Falconrow, a half-demon girl and, like many of the others, a student at Misono Girls Academy. Her mother is human and her father is a demon, so she's inherited some demonic traits that have affected both her body and her personality. Her best subject at school is skipping class, and her worst subject is all of them. Needless to say, she probably won't be making the honor roll anytime soon. While her bat-like wings are clearly visible, Lilica also has a tail that she normally keeps concealed. Whereas her best friend Yoriko is much more introverted and shy, Lilica is basically the exact opposite. She's outgoing, energetic, and even a bit of a prankster. Her personality revolves around freedom and doing whatever happens to interest her at that particular moment. While she's getting into plenty of mischief here and there, she isn't really an outright delinquent. She's not the type to be genuinely cruel, she just likes getting her hands dirty every now and then. She's also the type to act like she doesn't care, but she does, a lot. Something might initially seem like it's not her problem, only for her to start feeling guilty about thinking that way and probably end up taking care of it anyway. She's also got a bit of a father complex. She absolutely adores her father to bits. Speaking of which, Duke Falconrow was originally part of the upper aristocracy within the demon world, but he eventually abandoned that position to live in the human world. So technically speaking, Lilica is nobility, kinda. It was actually Duke Falconrow leaving the demon world that caused Clarice de Lanza, another member of the demon aristocracy, to take an interest in humanity herself and eventually leave that world behind as well. And the connections don't stop there. Paris, or as I like to call her, this fucking bitch, was formerly one of the Duke's research colleagues. The guy definitely made a name for himself, I guess. While we know quite a bit about the Duke, we actually don't know much about Lilica's mother. Lilica does possess dual Japanese and Polish nationality, but whether her mother is specifically Polish, we don't really know. I mean, I guess she would be, considering her father is, well, you know, a demon, but from what I could find at least, they never explicitly state it, so there you go. I'd assume that's probably the case, though. She uses a pair of rollerblades in battle that her father gave her, which she later modified herself. She calls them Verd. She incorporates these skates directly into her fighting style, which is honestly part of why she's so fun to play. Unlike many of the other Arcana contracts, which tend to revolve around ideals, virtues, or some kind of duty, Lilica's relationship with her Arcana, Tempestus, is based almost entirely on gratitude. She once found the poor little thing injured and collapsed, and she took care of it. In repayment for that kindness, Tempestus promised to lend Lilica its strength for as long as she wanted it. During the first game, Lilica pretty much ignores the crisis surrounding the dimensional distortions. By the time of the second and third games, however, she begins to regret having ignored the crisis initially, and decides to become a little more proactive. She doesn't suddenly turn into Miss Responsibility or anything, but she does come to realize that the whole "I don't really care" shtick works right up until people can actually get seriously hurt.